Hello and welcome to this month's J&J Marketing Cafe presented by Photo Art Pavilion. Thank you for joining us live today. The benefit of being here live is that you get to join the discussion at the end. Please keep your mic muted, drop your questions in the chat anytime, or jot them down, and we'll get to as many questions as we can in the Q&A in just a bit. Hello and welcome. My name is Jessica Lempin. I'm co-founder and COO of Photo Art Pavilion. My business partner, Joanne Henig, who is here with us today. She is the CEO and will be joining us at the end to fill in anything that I have missed or add her 2 cents to the mix. We are a women-owned and operated business dedicated to supporting fine art photographers in this digital world. What is Photo Art Pavilion? We're a national curated marketplace built exclusively for fine art photographers. Whether you're emerging or established, we're here to help you with your art business and building your presence online. We do help with marketing support tailored to independent photographers. We help you display with confidence in a professional manner and help you with your vision of art. With that, we also hold open calls for virtual exhibits. Tonight, actually, if you're not already involved or RSVP'd, definitely do so. We have our reception for the Vibrant Flora exhibit. Actually, I am the curator or juror for the show, which is really exciting. There's 50 amazing pieces here in the show, and that is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, we have our Seeing Red exhibit. The open call is open right now. Deadline is on the 31st. So if you're interested or have anything with the main subject red, jump on in. And with that, if you're new here and not sure about Photo Art Pavilion and want to learn more, we're holding our webinar at a little bit later on today. If you wanted to get involved, make sure you RSVP. Below, you can go to photoartpavilion.com/webinar. And again, we are a curated marketplace for art photographers. We are able to help you earn 100% commission on all of your art sales. We curate the site itself, make sure that your art is ready to go, and ongoing marketing support plus much more. So definitely join us. Also, you can always email us at hello@photoartpavilion to get more info. Not to mention, we also help all of our photographers, if they need it, with our Sidekick marketing agency. Even if you're not with Photo Art Pavilion, we can help you. With Sidekick Marketing Agency, we are here to develop content for your social media and marketing. Whether it's a well-crafted email blast to your VIPs, or perhaps you need some social media posts created and content, or even a well-written blog that helps you organically in the search engines and so on. We're here to help you. If you have any interest in this or need some assistance, photoartpavilion.com/sidekick. All right, now that you know a little bit more who we are and what we're doing to help support photographers, let's dive into today's main event. From hesitation to momentum, the 5-second rule, and celebrating micro wins. Today, we're talking about 2 little ideas that can make a big impact on your art marketing. One helps you beat hesitation. The other keeps you moving forward. Together, they're like coffee for your creative business. They're like waking you up and keeping you going. All right, does this sound familiar? You've got a beautiful image ready. You went out, you went shooting, you took your time editing, and now you have this great image you want to share with your network, whether it's social media, blogging, and so on. But you should share it on your social media accounts, but then your brain says, wait, perhaps it's the wrong caption. Perhaps I could do better. Maybe the lighting's off, or I'll just post it tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes never. That's hesitation, and it kills your momentum. Here's the truth. Action doesn't need to be perfect to be powerful. It just needs to start. There's a fantastic book by Mel Robbins. It's called The 5-Second Rule. If you haven't heard of her, definitely check her out. The book, her podcast, you name it. She's very motivating and helps in life in general. But I'm trying to use her method in marketing and how to encourage you to go out and be your best self. With her simple technique, counting backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go, that helps you push past the hesitation, the questioning, the self-doubt, and take action. So next time that hesitation creeps in, try it. Count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's kind of like you turn off your brain and you just do that action. Hit publish. Send that email. Share the story. The magic happens in the movement, not in the waiting or overthinking. Once you do, don't skip the celebration. Every tiny action is a micro win, proof that you showed up for yourself and your art. Those little wins build confidence, energy, and consistency. You don't need to take giant leaps every day. You just need to take that small, intentional step and honor it when you do. Because momentum doesn't come from perfection, it comes from progress. So, why does this work? Well, it helps you stop overthinking. When you act fast, you interrupt your endless loop. Should I or shouldn't I? That quick decision or short circuit doubt before it has a chance to talk to you out of sharing your art. The more, or even making that sales call or making that connection, the more often you act, the less space you leave for hesitation to grow. It also helps you build confidence. Every time you take action, even in a small way, you prove to yourself that you can. That proof stacks up before long. What once felt scary to start feels natural. Confidence doesn't come first, it's built through action. Now, this also helps you create visibility. Most importantly, you get seen. Your art deserves to be out, not buried in a folder on your computer or stuck in your camera roll. People can't connect with, appreciate, or purchase the art that they never get to see. Showing up, even imperfectly, is what opens doors and builds momentum. All right, so let's put this into motion right now. Think of one marketing action you've been putting off. Maybe it's posting a new image. Maybe it's updating your gallery. Maybe it's reaching out to a past buyer or making a new sales call, or even drafting the email you've been avoiding. Do you have a task in mind? All right, good. I know I do. Now, here's your challenge. Commit to doing that one thing within the next 24 hours. If you have pen and paper, jot it down now. Kind of lock yourself into this. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for perfect lighting, perfect wording, perfect time, because momentum doesn't wait. You just need to make a decision, and decisions create momentum. When you follow through, celebrate it. That single action is a micro win. And those wins stack up faster than you think. This is how visibility builds. This is how confidence grows. One small decision or decisive moment at a time. Now, let's be real. You won't always land that giant sale the moment you post, and that's okay. Growth in the art world doesn't usually happen overnight. It's built one small step, one small victory at a time. Like actually most businesses, not just the art world, most businesses. But here's the good news. Micro wins matter. Every like, every comment, every inquiry, even a message that says, "Oh, I love your work." It is proof that your art is connecting with someone. Too often we overlook those little signs of progress because they don't feel big enough. Those are the building blocks of momentum. Each small win is a spark. And when you notice them, celebrate them. You feed your momentum. You feed your momentum to keep showing up. So celebrate that first follow who isn't family. Celebrate the person who asks about your process. Celebrate the time you hit post even when you didn't feel ready to. Now, this kind of sounds very small, but at the same point, depending on your level, it might be huge steps, it might be small steps, but still count them. Every tiny step forward is you creating visibility, building confidence, and staying in motion, because consistency, not perfection, is what leads to real success. So throw that confetti, grab that tiny trophy, and give yourself credit where it's due. Micro wins make big things happen. All right, so one way to make your small wins visible, literally, is to keep a journal. Joanne, I wish we did this when we were starting out with everything. I mean, to jot down the small wins, the small things, and to come and look back after all these years, I think would be a huge ability to see the growth. I mean, we can see the growth, but still to read it, to see it, to be in that moment with our older selves. Anyway, all right. So a marketing action you took, maybe you post a new photo, you sent an email, updated your storefront, or shared behind the scenes content. Any engagement that comes from it, likes, comments, shares, inquiries, or even a meaningful message from someone who noticed your work. Perhaps it's even a quick note about what you learned or felt. Maybe you felt proud following through, surprised by who engaged. You know, have you ever clicked over to the likes on your post to see who's actually liking it? It's kind of interesting. Or be inspired by a new creative idea. Jot it down. This simple practice helps you see your progress, not just feel it. It turns your invisible effort into visible momentum. But here's the best part. This isn't just about business. It's also a form of creative reflection. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns, the kinds of posts that connect most with your audience, the tones that resonate, the themes that keep inspiring you. You might even spot new ideas for future projects or series. The more awareness you build, the more intentional and confident you become in both your art and your marketing. Your photography journal becomes more than a log. It becomes a mirror showing you how far you've come, one small win at a time. So why would this work? Well, this helps you reinforce good habits. Each small win reinforces the behavior that move your art and your business forward. When you see positive results, even something as small as a like or comment, your brain links that action with reward. That's how consistency is built. The more you repeat the actions, the more natural and effortlessly they become. Building confidence. I know this is kind of like all about confidence building. But every time you follow through on something, post your work, update your gallery, share your process, you're proving to yourself that you can do it. That proof builds self-trust, and self-trust is the foundation of confidence. You don't have to wait until you've made it to feel successful. You build that feeling one action at a time. Momentum. Micro wins keep you creative and business energy flowing. They remind you that even the smallest steps move you closer to your goals. When you focus on what is working, you create a positive feedback loop that fuels your creative and courage and ultimately more visibility and growth. Now, here's the magic. When you pair the 5-second rule with celebrating micro wins, you create feedback loop. You act faster, you see small results, you celebrate them, and that makes you want to act again. Suddenly, momentum is on your side, and momentum is everything in marketing. So here's your takeaway. Don't wait to be perfect. Honestly, nobody is. Just when you have that new image, the energy to create a post, a blog, you name it, don't be afraid to hit send or post or make it live. When you have somebody commenting and it's perhaps not what you were looking for, still celebrate it, respond, engage them. Also, act within 5 seconds of that negative thought, right? So that should I, or that guessing or anything, give yourself that 5 seconds, feel it, move forward, hit that button, let it go. And when the results come in, big or small, definitely celebrate them, jot them down, start making a list of all the little glimmers that you see in your business, in your networking, your sharing, and so be it. Even if you don't feel confident in doing something or you're second guessing yourself, write down that action, what you're second guessing, and then jot down what happens after you do that task. That's how you turn hesitation into momentum and momentum into sales. So now here we are on the cusp of November and the holidays are coming. So think about how you could implement some of these actions, that process, the 5-second rule, to be able to go ahead and create what it is that you're looking for this holiday season. So let's keep moving forward together. Now I have listed the upcoming holidays here that you can jot down or take a screenshot and put it on your calendar. Try to start building your content now. Last month, we had a great J&J that covered tasks to do for October, November, and December. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go back to our YouTube channel with Photo Art Pavilion and watch it, because there's so much detail in there to be able to help you with your marketing. So now if you implement the 5 second rule, or the 5 second rule, sorry, and your ability to put together your micro wins, you'll be surprised to see the changes that you get and what is going on. Now, that concludes right now with this. I want to bring Joanne in to see if she has any thoughts to share, any feedback, to be able to help. Actually, sorry, this is actually an old slide. So you can see the holiday prep for photographers. You can see this was recycled from last month. And this is great. It hasn't changed. This is still the focus. Sorry, Joanne, come on in.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love Mel Robbins. She's so motivational. If you ever get a chance to listen to her podcast or read one of her books, or even if you go to her website, I think you could sign up for her newsletters. They're motivational, short and sweet, pretty good. Get you moving in a positive direction. You know, negative self-talk is also a momentum killer. We can talk ourselves out of anything and everything. And we are also very good at creating excuses, right? I don't have the time. I don't have enough people to market to, etc., and so on. But micro wins matter, and that's really what Jessica has been talking about here today. Micro wins. You know, one of our sidekick clients hired us to write their email marketing newsletter that goes out once a month. They had 0 people in their email list. But we did the work anyway. We drafted up the email, sent it off to them, and then they asked me, what do I do now? And I said, micro build your list. Micro build your list. Your friends, your fans, your family, start putting them into your email marketing list and then send that drafted email that Sidekick prepared for you. Uh, it starts with that. It doesn't have to be a list of 3,000 people, 10,000 people, whatever your preconceived notion of how many folks you need to reach anytime you try to get your art marketed out into the public realm. It comes down to those micro wins, because every time you send one of those emails, you never know if it's going to get forwarded to somebody or they know somebody who could use your services, whatever it is that you're doing with your photography. So get involved with building your micro email list. I've talked about this many times, and I know Jessica has as well. There's just a few ways, really, as art photographers that we can reach out to folks. Social media is one way. Direct email is another way, and blogging is another way. Uh, the most impactful way that you are going to reach your audience is going to be through direct email. So I encourage you all, starting today, if you're going to put one thing on your list that says, I'm going to do this today in the next 24 hours, start building your email marketing list and start drafting a simple email. Hi, how are you? I'm Joanne. Nice to meet you. Here's my art. Just work in that vein. Nice and simple. You don't have to be a news reporter or a really awesome journalist in order to get your message out to folks. Now, the other thing I want to just hit on very quickly is that our members of Photo Art Pavilion get in their inbox once a month an email marketing newsletter that, if you're not using it, I have to scratch my head and say why. Uh, it's a concise newsletter. It's a PDF. You can download it, print it out, leave it on your desk. You could leave it on your desktop of your computer. But it really, what it does, it gives you week by week by week, 4 weeks in every month, right? Week by week by week, things that you can be doing in order to motivate you, stir up what's going on in your brain, and start delivering your art out to the masses, whether it be social media, blogging, or direct email. So the email marketing newsletter, the way I look at it, is a micro action tool. So if you're a member of Photo Art Pavilion and you have that in your inbox, you should be getting it every month. We send it out every month. In fact, I think it just went out yesterday. Open it up, put it on your desktop, or print it out, put it on your desk, and just tick it off once a month. When the month is over, crumble it up, throw it out. We'll send you another one. So, you know, keep moving forward. I like the idea of doing micro things. It's important because we all can get so overwhelmed in what it is that we have to do or think we have to do when it comes to marketing our art photography. But in reality, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Take it easy, take a breath, move forward peacefully, calmly, happily, and that's really what's going to come through. That's going to resonate. If you're doing things with angst in your heart, that's what your audience is going to feel, and you probably won't be successful.
Very
So
true. Yes.
those are my 2 cents for this presentation. I thought it was good. So I think Jessica, you can wrap us up.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us live, or if you're watching us in the future, thank you for your time. If you have questions, you want to reach out to us, you can always email us at hello@photoartpavilion.com. You can always give us a call, 888-217-7748. If you wanted to ask further questions beyond this moment right now. But thank you for being here.